What is it about narcissistic projection, and why do we lose ourselves trying to prove ourselves? Corey Nella asked this really great question. Okay, so narcissistic projection, just stay with me for a moment because I'm going to explain why they do it, and this is important. Narcissists, their true self, how they really feel about themselves, is deeply inadequate, insecure, and defective. They've covered that up with the false self, which is the egoic delusion of who they would like to be. However, the true self still remains and is constantly bubbling up awful, terrible feelings about self, which the narcissist tries to offset through narcissistic supply. And it's a precarious balance. So what happens is the narcissist could just not have the right supply, or maybe you say a comment that isn't the right supply. And the narcissist, rather than turning inwards to take responsibility and deal with their awful triggers, they pick them up and project them at you. So this is a further disowning of those parts because they're not going away. So what they really want to do is fire them onto somebody else and then attack that person to try to get rid of those awful feelings. So you get the blame for how they feel, the things that go wrong in their life. Now, for us, this is important. We also may have our unhealed childhood stuff where we didn't get emotional attunement, where we weren't seen, heard, and validated, and we weren't loved for ourselves. So therefore, we took on the feelings. Maybe we didn't have emotionally present parents who actually validated how we felt about things. So we feel deeply shameful and defective as well. Now, being more codependent inclined than narcissistic, we go to co-regulate. We try to force the person delivering the awful messages to agree with the version that we want to feel solid about on the inside, and they don't. And quantum law is exact. If we don't feel solid on the inside, people on the outside are going to give us the evidence of that rather than the remedy for that. The remedy for that is on the inside. So that's where the inner work is so important, that we turn in, and with quantum tools, it's very quick and it's very easy, and we're able to address and let go of those traumas and programs. And then what happens is we emerge from that as a solid self, knowing who we are and our reality. And therefore, the words of a narcissist are easily recognized as projection. We don't feel the sting anymore. We're able to detach, and a trauma bond has been dissolved. And this changes everything about that awful hooking in that was happening, and also our ability to let go and rebuild our life. So I really hope that this has helped.